Whoa. I mean, whoa. Whoa. Let me tell you something. That break in between videos being downloaded took too long. It really did. Because I was able to do so much in between time. I'm like, really? That was a lot of time. Yeah. Usually, I've been got out my clothes and then it was important for me what? To come back to the video. Come back and finish the video, okay? Yeah. It was important for me what? To come back and finish this video, okay? So let me wise up, okay? All right, so this is part two. Two. Yes, I love you, and I love me too. Yeah, baby. This is part two. Yeah, part two. Yeah, part two. Woo. Okay, so part two. My name is Dominique Brown. I want to say welcome to Sunshine Brown. Welcome. I always say come on in, have a seat. I don't bite. You can leave a message in the chat if you want to. I really don't bite. Okay? It's all good. It's all good. Listen to this. I want to what? Continue. Okay? Now, when I left off of part one, I believe I was explaining my reason for showing up, which I didn't have to have a reason, but it was a reason that I'm expressing things on part one and part two of this particular video. Okay? All right. This is truly a response. Okay? I'm responding to something very important. Okay? And I needed to show up and respond in right away. Yeah. Right away because this may clear the air on some things, okay? Because you guys may not believe it or not. You may not believe it or not. You may believe, I don't know. You wouldn't believe how much you would think a person would just know like the basic things, and know them well, okay? Especially when they're presenting, okay? So especially when they're presenting information, okay? You would at least think they know the basic things about, because I can tell many of you have went and studied psychology and things like that, okay? Right? Yeah, many of you. And somewhere along the line, I've never taken those classes, but I'm going to tell you, somewhere along the line, the things that they tell you how this should happen, if this is like this and this is usually the outcome and this is, I'm going to tell you right now, no. And the reason people fall and get and become, they don't have the information all the way right or all the way correct sometimes is because a lot of people suppress, what's true. A lot of people suppress what's true. It's true. They do. Okay? Now, I'm a person that function in truth and love. Okay? So there's something that I must have missed. I must have had my head down working, okay? Because there's something I must have missed, okay? All right, and this is part two, okay? So when I left off part one, I was explaining myself, of course, showing up and having those damn receipts. I like having those receipts. I said, I'm so happy I have those receipts, okay? So yeah, that was that. That was that, but let's take it a step further. Okay? Let's take it a step further. Okay. So, I usually hear what people are not saying. Yeah. I hear everything they're saying, but I usually also hear what they're not saying. Okay? I mean, dang. Why you gotta lie like that? Or why can't you just be all the way 100% truthful? Or why do you have to lie when there's no reason to? Why do you have to lie when there's no reason to, you know, lie? You know, what's gonna happen? You tell the truth, what's gonna happen? Okay, meaning what's really gonna happen? Like, you know, some people lie so much they just start lying to themselves, and that's very dangerous. I'm telling you, that's very dangerous because you can lead people in the wrong way by being a person that show up and just be lying to yourself. Let me tell you what I mean. Let me tell you what I mean. So this is what a response. And this is part 2. Okay, let's go ahead on. Let's go ahead on. Here it is, part 2. Okay. The reason I'm giving this response, okay, because I don't believe that you understand what you're saying. Yeah. I don't believe that you really understand what's coming out of your mouth, okay? So let me just dive on in right there. Okay, let me just go on in, okay? Your words were, along the lines of, in case I don't say it verbatim, okay? Your words are what you are meaning to say, and what you actually said, is that basically, people feel like you're dangerous. People feel like, you know, you have started some type of movement. Yeah. People say that, this and that. People say, okay. Wow. You know, I have heard some people that are very, very important in the world, okay, mention the very same thing. And they said things like, people feel like, it was so unbelievable. Or did you not know? Do you not have all the information? These people came what? And attacked me. These people came and attacked me. They not only attacked me, they attacked what? My loved ones. Okay? Did you hear what I just said? They didn't just attack me, they also attacked my loved ones. Okay? And to have you sit there and constantly say, whoa, this is the thing that gets me. The way you do your talk is that you feel like certain people should feel superior, over another. This is what you feel like. These are the things you won't say. But you have said so much. And this is not my first time dealing with you. This is you actually came back another way. You came back another way because we had issues before. When I confronted you about the young lady that you defended that was actually spewing lies. And I don't know at the time if you really knew that she was lying, but she was found out to be a terrible liar. Yeah, just lying. Telling people I was this and that. And this is a bold thing she said. The bold thing that was said is that maybe you're a person that don't deal with people. You dress really weird. You don't deal with people. You don't talk to people. You a hermit. Yeah, that's what they said. I am one of the biggest social butterflies, but it just so happened, right, that I have to do things in a different manner now, right? In some ways, not all, because I still, but in some ways because crazy people, in different groups was really trying to attack me, okay? So what you're really saying is that you feel like I'm rocking the boat as in telling my truth. Listen to yourself. I'm telling my truth about what really happened to me. about what really happened to me. Okay? But this is why I'm here. The stance that you have in it all. What you're not saying is that the people that you frequent really feel like they're superior. They feel like they're superior, right? And really, this is what you really are. But I'm gonna break this truth down though. Okay? You feel like the people that you deal with that are in your clique are superior in some type of way. Okay? And you feel like don't show too much. You don't have to prove. You don't have to sell. I was never trying to prove a damn thing. I wasn't trying to prove anything. No, I intentionally put my things up, right? To infuriate the people that lied on me. Yeah. Could you imagine? The people that lied on me. And actually, God gave me the way to do that. And guess what? It worked. It definitely worked. Okay? Are you okay? Okay, you're on my video picking up sound. Thank you. You got it? All right, baby. So, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Here we are. Here we are. I want you to know. Let me tell you what's really going on. You really feel some type of way because you feel like, and then there's been so many people in the world that speak up. It's not just me. And there's another thing that you don't know. I just say what many people may not want to say at the time or whatever. Okay? It's the truth. Okay? But it's truth. All right? The thing is, your stance is what, gets me. Okay? And then you lie. And then the one thing that you always show up for is you really think is some women are crazy over men, like crazy, like you don't even see yourself. The only time you really show up is if there's a man involved. If there's something about a man involved, then you show up and got so much to say, and da 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 and da da, like you're the expert over X, Y, and Z. Okay? I'm here to let you know. I happen to, but you're definitely not my coach. I don't know where these people come from. Because anybody that wanted to even offer to do coaching with me in any type of way, check my background out first before you come to me, or even if you do a talk. You understand? At least have the correct information. But what gets me is what you won't say. What you won't say. Okay? Now, I'm not trying to go there. But you just, the thing is, the way that the stance that you have on it all, the way you communicate, it's what you're not saying. But I hear it clearly. It's what gets me. It's what gets me. Because you're so focused on black people succeeding. You don't want black people to succeed. I got that. You don't want black people to succeed, okay? So let me share with you what I said years ago. Years ago, I said this. When I was trying to let people know, like, you're harassing me, you're doing all this stuff to me, but do you people know who you're riding with? Do you know what you're doing? Do you know they're trying to distract you from bigger things? And they were. He said everybody and their mama buying up all the property while y'all was harassing me some years ago, right after COVID. Real hard, right after COVID. It's like y'all started trying to make contracts for this and that, and oh my God, there was a lot of things. It was before COVID, right around that time. It was something. I mean, Jesus. I was right before that. Then it increased. It's like people went crazy. Okay? People went crazy. Went crazy. The thing that you have a problem with is really, I believe, black people, black women succeeding. Okay? Something going on with that. Something's not, because it's the way that you talk. Like as if and then this is the other, let me back up. To put so much emphasis on a man, damn. Where do you get that from? Why do you do that? Why? I promise you, the people that know me know I have never begged for a man. Why would I? Why would I? If anything, there's more times that I didn't make time for a man and would stay real busy. I knew how to, that's how I kept myself out of trouble or anything. As I would tend to my family and then stay real busy. Stay intentionally. Okay? Intentionally. Because especially when there wasn't anything, I could have been living in a place I didn't want to live. Oh my God, I need to go to work. I need to do this or whatever. Especially if there was other things that I could do, meaning I'd go to work and then go and create something else and then can have the kids with me sometimes or this and that. And by the way, like I didn't say it on part one, but when I was busting down those weddings, you know who I would have as my assistant to do a lot of things? Not just weddings, it could be a fashion show and I'm doing makeup or whatever. My daughter. My oldest daughter would be my assistant a lot of times. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. And then sometimes she couldn't come. You understand? Oh, this is real. This is real. So, listen to this. I have been me forever. I'm 50-something years old. Okay? Now, I'm 50-something years old. So when it's time to get in somebody's ass, I know how to do it perfectly. Okay? You give me your monster, I give you a bigger monster, more than likely, okay? There's a lot of people that have done things, I've forgiven them. But what I do have a problem with is people that have kept coming. There's people that have kept coming. Okay? I'm telling you. Okay? I truly don't need someone. I know you feel like you a great psychologist. I know you feel like that, but I hear so many things you have wrong. I hear so many things that you have wrong. Okay? I'm responding. Let me give you an example of what you have wrong. People. That's what I left off on. People. Great people. Listen up. People will tell you need to choose yourself. Right? What part did you miss when it was said and what you seen with your own eyes that I really was living my own life? I really was good, okay? I don't have hang-ups with men. I'm not an unattractive woman. I never have hang-ups with men. If any man problem that I've had said I didn't get what I really wanted, so I just thought it was some bull. I said, I don't like none of it. I don't like it. I mean it. I don't like it. Okay? There's no man that I have finished with, like you're done, and then you go stalk them. I've never stalked anyone. I've never stalked anybody in my life. Okay? I never had to. I never had to. Okay? Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying? Oh, okay. I mean, do you believe me? Do you believe me? Doesn't matter if you do or don't. But I've never had those type of issues. But I found out that so many people put things on a man. Oh my God. Let me tell you, baby. If something's going on with your finances, you got somebody attacking you, your children, you got people circling around your children, people are intentionally wanting you homeless, people intentionally are doing things, there's some things that are going on. Even the people you know are acting really weird. I'm going to tell you right now, and I really want you to hear me. God, this is so embarrassing because I would think you would know better because you do have some age on you. The last thing a woman is going to be thinking about is a damn man. Okay? I promise you. That's the last thing a woman's going to be thinking about, being concerned about, especially at that time. Okay, at that time, is worrying about some man. But you keep making things up on a man. You keep. Okay, so here it goes. You're hearing this come out of my mouth. Okay? No one rejected me. Let me tell you why I say this. No one owed me a damn thing. No. Didn't owe me anything. Never said I'm going to do this and didn't do it. I don't have that. Okay? I'm not able to tell you that. The person that you want to believe that rejected me so you can make an excuse for yourself to go and make all this money doing readings and tarot cards and this and that. Now, guys, it's for a specific person. I'm responding. You guys just get to hear it out loud because I'm posting it. Okay? That's just some excuse you make up because I never met that person. Never met him. Actually met him. Okay? It wasn't meant for me to meet the person. Neither do I want to meet the person. Okay? No, I don't want to. Okay? I am turned off by people making a fool, especially a man. Don't let nobody make no fool out of you. Don't let nobody, you got somebody praying for you, and then a creature, because people can be a creature. You think just because all what's in front, sometimes that's not what's the core of people. Okay? What it look like is not really what the core of a person. Okay? And you can let a mad creature twist your head and tell you something different. And guess what? When they do that, see, people that can easily go get in a man's ear and tell them anything, that man can be controlled by something else. Not controlling themselves. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? A man is supposed to be a man, supposed to be a man, supposed to be a man. You're not the one. A man is not the one. I just let people move him around like pieces on the chessboard. That's not supposed to happen. All right, I do know that. And then the other thing is, now I'm going to say this because this is grown. This is all grown. Part 1, part 2 is all grown, okay? A man is supposed to be able to control his bitches. For real. Like I know you didn't. Like you ain't got nothing to do with this. Nah. Sorry for saying it like that. But you know what I mean. We're not bitches, ladies. Of course we're not bitches. I'm just having a little fun, okay? Don't take it personal. Get out your feelings. As a matter of fact, if you're a person that is emotional, take anything personal, this is not the channel for you. Sometimes I do like to have a little fun, all right? And if anybody was wondering, I have several, but my favorite comedian, which I got to meet as a little girl with my, with my grandfather, a Mason, when people would come in town, he would be one of the ones that help orchestrate and do all that stuff. And, he ran the VFW Post and things like that, and or whatever. He made sure that I got to meet one of my favorite comedians. I think it may be, I'm talking about, from just, Richard Pryor. I got to meet Richard Pryor. As a little girl, I got to meet Richard Pryor. Yes. Yes, so they made sure I was there so I could meet Richard Pryor as a little girl. How about that? How about that? And guess what? He kissed me on my hand. And then that was then. And then later on, I'm in another city working at a cosmetic counter. Okay, the counter that I talked about being number one in the region. And I got to meet who? Who? Guess who? His actual son. One of his sons. How about that? That was with his mother. How about that? I said, whoa. Yeah. So anyway. And yeah. I come from a family of people on my dad's side that love to laugh. Okay? And many of them have passed away now. Many of those people have passed away. Aunts and uncles. Yep. Including, yeah. Moving right along. Okay. Wow. Wow. So, back to what I'm saying. My God. Back to what I'm saying. People are, and people do, suppress their feelings, but we have the right to speak, and things, yeah. And the fact that you feel like that, let me share with you this thing. I'm telling you, God will equip you with everything you need. God will what? Always equip you with everything you need. And I was never supposed to be a person that was, even though when I was younger, I was very quiet. I was coming up as a kid, I was quiet. My stepdad said he had to sometimes talk to me just to see if I would, because I was on chill. I was just, and some people could have thought I was slow because I was just quiet. No, I was just looking at their ass. I was just looking at them. Like looking at them. And I, thoughts, Now, I wasn't that quiet, but I was quiet. Amen? So, yeah. Maybe I was dreaming. Yeah, because things that I would request, even as a child, things that I would ask for would happen. Okay? Just like I asked God. I told a story on one of my videos. I asked God if I could move to this state after we were passing through here on our way to Niagara Falls, New York to live. Did you hear that? It's true. I asked God if I could move here. Would this be our next location? Military family. Yeah. And it happened just like that. Could have went anywhere else. Amen? And naturally, my stepfather agreed, of course, and made sure that we got here. Yeah. Okay, moving right along. Okay. So, that thing trips me out, is that really, you think that, because I caught it, and it's kind of, you believe that people, black people, because I caught that, should not be bold and speak their mind, especially even after they've been abused. Especially after they've been abused, you feel like they shouldn't speak their mind. And then just in case you feel this way about other people, other races and things like that, I'm going to speak for all of us. I'm going to let you know we have the right to speak. We have the right to display our work. We have the right to do it. And If you weren't there when a person was being abused, to say, here's a bottle of water, dear. Here's a bottle of water. At least I could give you a bottle of water. Because the way you've been talking over the years, you've been all in the mix. You could have knocked on my window and said, hey, I see what's going on with you. Here's a bottle of water, hon. But you didn't. And guess what I expect you to do right now? Shut the fuck up. Yeah, I do. And then for his personalities, you have the audacity to feel that I'm showing up as someone else and I'm not really like that. No. What makes you think? You think I did a video. So the videos that you don't see is the ones I've made private. I've got lots of videos. And what I do is when I'm talking in a certain manner, I let it stay out for a moment, and then guess what? I shut it down. You know why? Because I go through my videos and I don't want to see myself being upset. I don't like that. I don't like it. As a matter of fact, let me share something else with you. I know, and this may help someone. I know for a fact why a pastor said a long time ago. He said, God told me to just take a break. You know why God told that man to take a break? Because after you have to get out of your, get into it. Get into it. It may be a way that you don't want to show up. You are supposed to repent, meaning myself, and deal with yourself in whatever way, right? But I also acknowledge that God wants me to be myself in doing what I do, okay? Because I only know what was shared. Do you understand? I only know what I got when I got it, okay? And what I got, I repeated it to what? My daughter. Right when it was given to me. From where the information was given to me. Okay? And that don't mean God won't work on you. You know, but you just show up. You show up. And it's going to be what it's going to be. And everything ain't going to always sound real gentle. Okay? Okay? I'm sitting and delivering the information on my platform right now. Right? Okay? But I'm going to tell you this. Maybe you should know this. In my entire life that I've lived, I've never had to get outrageous with anyone. At the job, indecent, none of that, okay? But I have some people that have been close to me in my life. They know, and they knew that I did not play with people, and for real. So you talking about somebody. I don't want to break down things that have occurred because I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that, right? But what I'm saying is, why would you try to make it as if someone's acting, why do I have to act for you? You don't think that I have the right to have full emotions about a thing? Oh, I'm very passionate about many different things. Not just some, okay? But when I'm expressing, whatever I'm expressing, it can come out. It ain't gonna always be delightful. Okay? Now, I'm sitting in this chair on my platform. However, I know that if I was in another space or something like that, like any job that I've done or anything that I've done in the past, and there was a situation and there, of course, there's many. You don't get indignant or, bring drama, chaos. You don't do that. So you will never get to put it on me that I handle myself incorrectly. As long as I'm sitting in this chair, I can tell my story, not your story, my story in the way that it needs to be told. Whatever way I see that it should be told for the moment. That does not mean nobody can say that they have had a problem with me. Okay? And if they did, so what? They lied about everything else. They have lied. So it don't mean people won't lie to you. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. So this has been what? Part 2. But I see what's bothering you. I got to see what's really bothering you, sis. You come from a group of people that feel like black people. Who do you think you are to speak up? And I caught it. I caught it. That's why you have to. Then you always try to mix in these men. You're always trying to mix in something with some past man or some man or, why? 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 I really do have something I'm very curious about. I am very curious about some things like, you women that are married that keep up shit and or whatever, y'all got some stuff y'all could be doing. Okay? Y'all got some stuff somewhere y'all could be doing, even if you're not married. I know there's some, instead of keeping up stuff, and then you belong to a group, so you just constantly keep doing the same stupid thing, and then half the time, I can see also that you hate it. I can see that you also hate showing up to play mind games with your psychology degree or whatever. I can see that too on you. You sick of it. You like, God, but you're doing it for the group. Yeah, you're doing it for everybody. I say, now listen to what I say. I say, get out of everybody's business. Thank God that you didn't have to go through, right? Go suck your husband's dick or something. Go be good to some. Go ahead and take care of some real business. Because this, I got you. I got you. I got you. Yeah, this is not for the children. I got you. I got you. I see what you have a problem with. You have a problem with, talking about they're dangerous. Oh, people think you're dangerous. Everybody think you're dangerous. All these people attack me, and you think I'm dangerous. All these people attacked me, and you're going to report that I'm dangerous, and you know what I know that's about, right? And that's why I'm coming for you like this. I know what this is about. People go and attack you, do all these things to you. You never mistreat anybody, but they say you're dangerous. Huh. You should have been saying something when they was fucking with me. Like, leave that bitch alone. Leave her alone. Leave her alone. You should have been saying that. You should have been saying somewhere saying, leave that woman and her children alone. But no, you somewhere kikiing with your people. That's what. And this shit ain't funny anymore, is it? Shit got real. Got real. If you check the videos, you would have known there's some people that have done things to me, and they've done things to me. They've done things behind my back I didn't even know they were doing. Right? And they are not here to kiki anymore. But they were doing things behind my back. And guess what? You ready for this? These are people that I don't need to know. Okay? These are people that I don't ever need to know. I don't need to know them people. God knows. See how they go? I don't need to know them people. But God knows. Deceased. There's one of them. They went to one of the best doctors ever. That's what I hear. Cleveland Clinic. They went to one of the best doctors ever. And the doctor, that person messed with me so bad doing things, and included one of my daughters and just messing with us. The Cleveland Clinic couldn't even find out what happened, what was wrong with that person. They just laid up. They could never find nothing wrong with them. You know why? They were into these groups and things and doing stuff to me way back then, causing problems for me. Things like just causing problems. Yeah, I'm not a dummy. I know a lot. I should have never had to go through any of these things that I went through. That's why I tell